Hello everyone, and welcome back to the most advanced battery testing laboratory on YouTube, also known as my indoor white wall. Today we are doing battery test number 2 with the DJI Neo 2. The goal is simple. I want to see how long the drone can hover indoors, in the same controlled conditions as the previous test. No wind, no outdoor temperature drama, no tiny bird judging my flight skills. Just the drone, the battery, and the legendary white wall of scientific truth. But this time there is one big difference. The propeller guards have been removed. Well, most of them. Since the top propeller guards are no longer installed, I did want to keep things a bit safer. So I 3D printed a protective casing for the drone. The credits for the creator of that casing are in the video description. And because apparently I am now emotionally attached to tiny flying plastic, I also 3D printed a little stand for the drone, so I can store it nicely when it is not busy screaming at the ceiling. Credits for that creator are also in the description. So yes, today we have science, we have 3D printing, we have battery testing, and we have a drone staring at a wall. This is basically cinema. For this test, I'm using the same 3 standard DJI Neo 2 batteries that came with my bundle. All 3 batteries have a cycle count of 15, so they should be quite close to each other in terms of wear. That makes this a pretty fair comparison. Same drone, same room, same wall, same emotionally questionable experiment. The only real change is flying without the propeller guards. Let's see if removing them actually makes a difference, or if the drone just looks slightly more naked and performs basically the same. Starting with battery number 1. The drone lifts off, and immediately we are back in the famous white wall test environment. Some people test drones above mountains. Some people test them over oceans. I test them in front of a wall, because science does not need to be glamorous. It only needs to be repeatable. Without the propeller guards, the drone should be a little lighter. In theory, less weight could mean slightly better flight time. But theory is one thing. A tiny drone fighting for its life in my indoor airspace is another thing. So now we simply let it hover and see what happens. No wind pushing it around, no outdoor conditions, no dramatic adventure. Just hover. Battery, wall, peak entertainment. Battery number 1 ended at 12 minutes and 57 seconds. That is already a pretty solid result for this test. Not exactly the magical fantasy number you see on paper, but for a real indoor hover test with a standard battery, I am not mad at it. Battery 1 survived the wall once again. Respect. Next up, battery number 2. Same setup again. Same indoor hover, same drone, same missing propeller guards. Same white wall that is now probably wondering why it became part of my YouTube career. One thing I am watching here is stability, because removing propeller guards changes the weight and airflow around the drone a little bit. I wanted to see if the Neo 2 would still hover nicely, or if it would start acting like a tiny confused shopping cart. But during the test, it stayed very usable and stable for this kind of indoor hover. No dramatic wobbling, no sudden escape attempt, no "Jenny, I have chosen freedom" moment. Very professional little flying potato. number 2 reached 12 minutes and 44 seconds. So that is only 13 seconds less than battery number 1. That is actually really close. At this point, the results are looking very consistent, which is boring, but also good. And in battery testing, boring is secretly the best result. And now battery number 3, the final battery of the test. Battery 3 has the same cycle count as the others, so again, it should be a fair comparison. And this is exactly why I wanted to test all 3 batteries, instead of just one. One battery can always be a little better or worse, but 3 batteries give a much better idea of what I can realistically expect. Especially when I use the drone for actual flying later, because during real flights, the battery will probably drain faster than this. Hovering indoors is controlled. Flying outside is chaos with scenery, and sometimes wind, and sometimes panic. Mostly panic. Battery number 3 finished at 12 minutes and 37 seconds. That makes it the shortest result of the 3, but not by much. The difference between the best battery and the worst battery is only 20 seconds. That is honestly very close. So the 3 batteries are behaving very consistently, and consistency is exactly what I want to see. Now let's compare this test with the previous indoor hover test, where the DJI Neo 2 was still flying with the propeller guards installed. In the first test, with propeller guards, battery 1 lasted 11 minutes and 32 seconds. Battery 2 lasted 11 minutes and 22 seconds. And battery 3 also lasted 11 minutes and 22 seconds. That gave us a total hover time of 34 minutes and 16 seconds. The average flight time with propeller guards was about 11 minutes and 25 seconds per battery. Now, in this second test without propeller guards, the results were clearly better. Battery 1 lasted 12 minutes and 57 seconds. Battery 2 lasted 12 minutes and 44 seconds. And battery 3 lasted 12 minutes and 37 seconds. That gives us a total hover time of 38 minutes and 18 seconds. The average flight time without propeller guards was 12 minutes and 46 seconds. So, compared to the previous test, removing the propeller guards improved the average hover time by about 1 minute and 21 seconds per battery. That is an improvement of roughly 11.8%, which is actually more than I expected. I was expecting a small difference, but not a whole extra minute and 20 seconds of wall staring technology. Science has spoken. The wall was boring, but useful. That tells me this was probably not just random battery behavior. The lower weight and changed airflow without the propeller guards really did seem to help the flight time. Of course, this does not mean I would always recommend flying without propeller guards. Indoors, the guards are still very useful for safety. Walls exist, furniture exists, and my flying skills also exist, which is sometimes the biggest danger of all. But for maximum battery life, at least in this controlled indoor hover test, flying without the propeller guards clearly gave the Neo 2 a longer flight time. In upcoming tests, I want to compare these results with more real-world flying. Because hovering indoors is useful for clean data, but outside is where the drone actually gets to do drone things. You know, moving, exploring, making pretty footage, and occasionally giving me a tiny heart attack when the signal drops. Let me know in the comments what you would like me to test next. Thank you so much for watching. And if you subscribed recently, seriously, thank you. This channel is still very small, but every single subscriber makes a huge difference. I really appreciate it. See you in the next one. Jenny out.